Okay, so our next skill is going to have us looking at scatter graphs and try to start thinking about the relationship between data. So I'm going to add a new sheet here, just keep things manageable as we the data set builds up. And we'll call this one scatter graphs. So the data I'm going to be using here is I'm going to have a look at trying to find the relationship between the total number of deaths and the total economic impact, and see if those variables kind of correlate and what the kind of nature of that relationship is, if there is one. So to do that, I'm going to copy the data. So I've done using command. Now I could make it in here. I could just hit insert chart, choose a scatter graph, and it would do it. But as we say, we're going to kind of keep things straightforward and do it on a new sheet. So Control C, Command C, sorry. Command V, just quickly format that. So make sure what I'm working with. Right, now I can select my data, insert, chart. Okay, so don't think there's any kind of trends there. So what I want to do here is go to setup, chart type, and I want to choose a scatter graph here from the list. Okay. Because Google Earth, because it's Google, it's all pretty intuitive. So it already kind of put the headings in because I selected those with my data set. If they weren't there, it would still plot the numbers, but it wouldn't give these headings. The title's fine as well. The only thing here is this E, a little bit confusing for me. So I'm going to go to customize. I'm going to go onto vertical axis. I'm going to change the scale factor to thousands, and now I've got a slightly more clear x-axis there, sorry, y-axis there, sorry. Okay, now I can see from that the distribution, it's a little bit unclear, maybe very weak relationship, lots of kind of data here where it didn't cost much, it didn't cause many fatalities. Got a couple of outliers, so one which was very costly but didn't kill many people, and one where very high death toll, but not well, it is the second highest actually. What can make this a little bit easier is if I choose to put a trend line onto that. So if I click on series here, scroll right along to the bottom, I can put the data labels on, but I don't think that's very helpful in this case. But I can put a trend line in. Okay, that gives me a little bit about the context, and I can change that. I think in this sense, linear is the most appropriate. And again, the clustering there suggests that it's not a very useful or kind of trend line to show. In that sense, there's a slight positive correlation, but the clustering of the data shows it's not very strong. I can put also the equation of a line on there, but again, don't that for now. Okay, so that's how we would go about making our scatter graphs. Good luck when you're having a go.